Yeah, Mage is really good right now. Reno Mage is pretty sweet. Kazakis did a lot for them. I see some people using Solia and some people not. She seems like she should be an auto include, but I could see how another random like 7 mana minion isn't really what you need.
No, Firelands Portal.
Yeah, you have cards like that. Wow, this
Dude,
guy's just
interesting as fuck is the best subreddit if you ever want your mind like blown.
I'm getting my mind blown right now by Doomsayer.
Get off your knees,
Oh
Evan.
my
You're blowing the
god.
game.
I just got wrecked. I gotta spell this guy right now before he says anything. That is disturbing. I'm, like, nauseated. Fuck.
Dude, that's so cool. Dude, check out this concert hall. This would make like the greatest paintball arena ever. This entire auditorium is designed with harmonics in mind, acoustics, I should say.
Wow, that's really cool. It looks like it would be a very good level in like Halo or something like that.
Yeah, it looks. So you see off to the right where there's like the lower section, and then there's like a gap, and it looks like there's something behind it.
Yeah.
I want to know what's behind it.
Probably the bathroom. Oh wow, I played a Draxus and then I got Alex Resin. Immediately, what a play. I'm probably dead though. Wow, that's not good.
Outplayed, man.
Yeah, we pretty much
Oh, by the
have
way,
to get the sheep off of this Kazaka so we're dead. Or we can power overwhelming Shadow Flame, I guess. That seems pretty bad. We should just get the sheep effect.
I had a pretty disgusting play earlier today. So I had Azure Drake, and a Spell Power Totem out. I had double Maelstrom Portal in hand, and my opponent goes, and that was my only 2 cards in hand. My opponent goes Mountain Giant, and the copy a creature with taunt thing, faceless whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, I just played the sickest 5 mana Kazaka spell. You have no idea. Oh my god, I got back a Leroy Jenkins and an Emperor Thorsan. Oh, it was so
Damn.
gross. I'm sorry, you were trying to tell me a story.
Yeah, I was saying. So you know the Mountain Giant Shambler trick where you can make 2 8/8s, one with taunt.
Yeah.
So my opponent did that when I had double Azure Drake Spell Power Totem out, and I had a Maelstrom Portal in hand, and then I drew a Maelstrom Portal for turn. Just like, bloop, bloop, kill your 8/8s and kill you. It was pretty sweet.
Wait, Maelstrom Portal? And you had
2 Maelstrom Portals,
and you had 3
plus
spell
3
damage
spell
out?
power. Yeah,
3 spell power.
it was pretty sick. Plus 3 spell power, yes.
Damn, dude.
Azure Drake, Totem. Oh, by the way, I was playing some Merino Mage earlier, trying to learn how to play the deck, and I Kazaku's Potion. And the creatures I got back were the Archmage Antonidas, and Doomsayer.
Doom's
I played
really?
10 mana clears, got back
my
Doomsayer and
God.
Archmage Antonidas.
Dude,
And I was like,
I played a Reno Jackson for 5 health and it won me the game. That was a game-winning play. Whew, sorry,
strong.
that was intense. Now I can actually listen to your tale. What were you saying?
Saying I played a 10 mana Kazakus potion and got back Archmage Antonidas and Doomsayer.
Oh. Did
Strong.
the Archmage Antonidas give you a fireball for having cast the 10 mana spell?
No.
Okay, because some of that is not obvious. I actually recently found out playing the Tavern Brawl. If you, thank you, Joel. I was also very excited. If you have a minion with spell damage out, and you have a Fist of Jaraxxus in your hand, and you play Deathwing, the spell damage will improve the damage of your Fist of Jaraxxus.
So that means you would. That's weird how that stacks because is discarding is part. I mean, is the spell worded that you discard your hand and then destroy all creatures, or how is it worded?
I think it actually is worded in that order, so that makes it make a bit more sense. But it's certainly
So
not
spell
like
power is just.
it's
I was
actually
gonna say
says,
spell power is determined on trigger rather than cast,
yeah,
or trigger rather than resolution.
It says destroy all other minions and discard your hand on Deathwing. So yeah, as I cast Deathwing, it adds up my total spell damage, and then resolves the effect. One of the things that happens on Resolution is Fist of Jaraxxus, which is using that summed up spell damage. But it's
Interesting.
definitely counterintuitive, and I was surprised when it worked that way. That was one of the nice things about the Tavern Brawl, is you learn silly little things like that.
Those are odd. It feels like a lot of Hearthstone's mechanics in the way card interactions work is clunky and doesn't make a lot of logical sense.
Yeah, and I feel like Joel pointed out, like what ultimately is the rule book for Hearthstone is the source code, and that can have like really inexplicable glitches and inconsistencies. I don't know. I mean, human implemented rules can have inconsistencies and failures as well. You know, things can go the wrong way with magic rules. So it, you know, but like, did you know that if you have, you know, the card Recycle in Hearthstone, 6 mana druid spell?
Yeah. Yep.
If you play Deathwing with that card in your hand, you don't discard it.
What's that again? If you play
If you play a Deathwing and you have a copy of Recycle in your hand, you don't discard the copy of Recycle.
Wait. Why would that work?
It's because the ultimate rule dictator is the source code, and the code has a glitch. And there's like silly glitches like that. No human would accidentally interpret Deathwing to not discard Recycle, you know. But somehow, in all that it took to construct Hearthstone, a mistake has been made in the code, and Recycle doesn't get discarded.
They haven't fixed it yet?
No, as far as I know. And even if someday they might fix that, but there'll be new problems. There'll be new little things like that, where ultimately, if you had a rule book of Hearthstone, that rule book of Hearthstone would be different from playing the game, because playing the game actually has things like that. In execution, there's mistakes.
It's still better than Magic the Gathering Online.
Oh no, there's definitely no comparison. This is just
the engine, at least the engine and the way it looks and works. But
Yeah, no,
That's interesting.
Moto is worse in every sense, in every interpretation of what we're talking about. Hold on, I gotta get more coffee.
All right.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
I still cannot believe that potion. I had no answer to an Alexstrasza. It's just gonna kill me. And I wind up getting a 5-mana spell that answers it and turns it into a 1/1 and gives me an Emperor Thorsan, amazing 6-mana minion, and gives me Leroy Jenkins. All for 5 mana. Kazakis is so gross. It's
I wish
disturbing.
Big Game Hunter was really good still.
Yeah, it was nice to have like some sort of equalizer card. I feel like, you know, there could probably be the cards are kind of getting too good for something like that to even work.
Yeah, I feel like they really, with Hearthstone, they really just need to scale back the power level. Just like print like 2 sets straight into standard that are just absolute trash because the power level of cards right now is just super high. Like Small Time Buccaneer should have never existed. That card is retarded.
Yeah. That card is
Like a lot of people
no,
bitch about patches, but I definitely think Small Time is the bigger issue.
it's not even close. You're correct. Patches rides on the back of Small Time Buccaneer.
I also think when Reno goes, aggro's gonna be so dominant that like they're going to just have to hard reset standard. Because standard or aggro and standard right now is at a point where the only real there isn't really a dedicated mid-range strategy that can beat aggro consistently. The only way you beat it is by playing some variation of control with Reno Jackson.
Yeah, Reno Jackson's literally your only hope.
Yeah.
Partly because of Kazakis and Reno. Kazakis is like better than Reno Jackson. Kazakis is one of the stupidest cards ever.
Kazakis with Braun is just dumb as shit.
And it's
so much fun though.
It's so good that your opponent has to do it too. It's sort of like it's not as bad, but it's a similar problem to Skull Clamp. The problem with Skull Clamp is that it was so good that everyone had to play it. And that's like now once someone started using Bran and Kazakis and Control to beat that Control deck, you better be doing that same thing too, you know?
Yeah. Reminds me a lot of when Jeets and Mind Sculptor was legal in standard. Like, you basically had to play it. Everybody had to play it. Otherwise, you were going to lose. I don't know. I think there's a lot less freedom with deck design right now in Hearthstone than there should be. And too much variance. Cards are too powerful where if your opponent draws like one more like thing from below than you kind of just lose.